What's up guys, welcome to your channel. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. Today I'm reviewing Attack on Titan the final season part 2 episode 21. And the title of this episode is From You 2000 Years Ago. I have to say this episode was a really good episode. We start off practically where we left off in episode 20, where we get a more in-depth look this time into how Grisha Yeager took the founding title from the royal family. I have to say that it was graphic, no wonder he was losing his mind. We see him asking Eren why won't he show him everything, also was it really the only way. He tells Zeke that from now on things won't go his way and only Eren will get what he wants. He then hugs Zeke, apologizes and tells him to stop Eren. We then see Zeke being pushed out of Grisha Yeager's memories and Eren tells him we still haven't seen the part where I eat him. I mean, Eren is such a savage by now. Zeke asks Eren, did you push father into fighting the king of the world? Wars on world. As he tells him he knows the Attack Titan can share memories, also makes mention that Eren might have shown Grisha memories only to suit his intentions. He also makes mention that Grisha stole the founding and gave it to Eren because of something Eren showed him in the future, and proceeds to ask Eren what did he show Grisha, with Eren mentioning that it was only possible because Zeke brought him into Grisha's memories. He tells Zeke that he saw his own future in his dad's memories, which was 4 years ago, when he kissed, I think, Queen Historia's hand. Then Zeke shouts to the founder Ymir, telling her to make all aliens unable to reproduce, and we see Ymir start to work towards the coordinate in order to fulfill Zeke's wish. We see Eren and he's struggling to get the handcuffs off, as Zeke, who is at this time showing off with his knowledge, as he's letting Eren know that he didn't see everything, as he didn't know that he couldn't use the power of the founder in that realm. We then see Eren, and I have to say, it's a really serious thing. This is really a battle for life or death. As we see Eren slipping out of his handcuffs, losing what I would say is a couple fingers, as he runs towards Ymir. As he does this, Zeke tells him it's no use, once Ymir starts to move. We then skip to Historia in a flashback, who is spending time with her mom. We get this shot where we see Queen Historia having a runny nose, to which her mom tells her she must learn to be more ladylike as she wipes her nose. Historia then asks her mom what does it mean to be more ladylike, and her mom shows her a picture in a book referring to Ymir. She tells her about who she was and tells her a story about her. We see Ymir described as a person who is always thinking about other people because she's so kind. We see that one day the king sent his man to destroy her village and capture her people. The ones who were captured, including Ymir, are used for slaves for King Frit. One day the king asked the slaves which one of them let a pig escape, as they will all lose an eye if he doesn't get an answer. They all point to Ymir, and here I don't know if she really did lose the pig or it was just because she was so kind everyone took her as a pushover. And we see that she tells the king it was her, to which the king tells her she is free, and for a second I thought that she was going to be let go, but of course she was let go alright, but hunted by the guards, as we see her running from them. As she is running, she trips and falls, and we see that right where she falls is a tree with an opening like a cave. As the guards approach looking for her, she goes into the opening. As she's going down the opening, she slips and falls into what I would say is a lake or pond. And for a second, she seems like she's about to drown. But then we see a centipede looking creature appear and basically save her by turning her into a titan, which would be the first titan. We then see that she is now working with the king, as we see him say, "You've done well, my slave Ymir. You've built roads, cultivating the wild, and bridged mountains." This dude was like, the tribe has grown quite large, and as a reward, I will give you my seed. Smooth. We see that as time passed, Ymir has given the king 2 more children, and by now she is much more respected in the land. And we see this shot where one day the king is having an assembly where one of the guards throws a spear trying to kill the king, to which Ymir shows herself in the way to save him. He was like, "What are you doing? I know that can't kill you, my slave Ymir. Get up." Talk about cold. In the next scene, we see that the king is chopping Ymir's body to pieces, feeding it to their children, even on his deathbed, telling his children to multiply and feed it to their children and their children's children. This is where we see the Eldian bloodline of Titans and how it started. Also, we see that Ymir's life is actually very sad, as even after death, she is stuck in the Titan realm, as she is still a slave being forced to create Titans whenever the inheritors seek them. I mean, she literally has all the time in the world, so she has to be carrying buckets of water to make Titans in day out, day out. We see that she is so tired, but she is trapped by her slave mentality. We then see Eren hug and tell Ymir that she has the power to make a choice, also that she is a person. As Eren tells Ymir this, Zeke is losing his mind, running towards where they are, commanding Ymir, but Ymir is having none of it. And for the first time, we get to see her fully open her eyes. We get back to the real world and we see that Eren is now in control of the Founding. I mean, in the real world, this was like a minute, but for Zeke and Eren, this has been going on for years, especially for Zeke. I'm still kind of mad that Gabby took down Eren, but that's how it goes. We see that the walls are crumbling, and we see that all along colossal titans were in them. Armin tells Mikasa that Eren is now in control and that they won, and that he is on their side, but soon realizes that Eren isn't only going to take out the Marley Alliance, but seems he wants to take out many more than that. We also see that according to legend, that the founder obtained the power of the Titans when coming into contact with something. For generations, her blood and power were passed down by Eldians. However, the identity of that something which began it all remains unknown. It may have been some type of pathogenic parasite, a god who pitied the founder and gave her power, or something else entirely. So we still haven't found out what the something is, but hopefully we soon will. We see Eren in the Ultimate Titan form, as he is now the big man. He then uses the Founding Titan's power to address all subjects of Ymir telepathically, telling them that he is now in full control of the Founder, and that he will destroy every inch of life outside of the walls in order to protect Paradise Island, the place he was born. And that's how the episode ends. What we waited for all this time has finally begun, and it feels like it has really lived up to its expectations. But as I said, this was a really good episode. Really looking forward to what's going to happen in the next, but that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.